So first, your AdWords data is showing you have broad match keywords with a high volume of calls. Oh, the vein of broad match. I mean, I love now that we have broad match modifier because that helps, but broad match opens us up to such a wide array of target markets. And it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because we can spend a lot of money on one or two broad match keywords. So this is really where you want to run a search term report on just these few broad match terms, right? Because if a broad match term is driving a high volume of calls, that's great, but it could be a wide variety of different keywords, right? So you need to figure out which keywords are actually driving the call conversions. And that way you can add those keywords on exact match to a new ad group. Especially if you don't have them, it's totally fine to add them to a new ad group and then really build ad copy against them and make them as relevant as possible. All right, the next AdWords data shows 10% of keywords are driving 80% of your call volume. This happens also on a lot of online form conversions, right? So you have just a few select keywords that are really kicking butt and driving so much of your call volume. Well, the tip goes back to what I said before. Make sure those 10% of keywords aren't capping on budget. If they are lumped into an ad group or a campaign with other keywords, they're sharing a budget with the other keywords. So it's really based on search volume at that time. And if you're doing ad group level bidding, which some of us do on ad groups where we don't have a bid tool or we just don't have enough time to do down to the segment keyword level bidding, those keywords are then sharing a bid. So always make sure to keep those top performing keywords, those 10% keywords, in their own campaign and label high value. On this slide, you can see I have a campaign that says underscore high value. I have an ad group that says underscore high value. And so I put specific keywords in those, and that gives me a lot of notice. Kelly, pay extra attention when bidding and doing budgets and even doing ad copy testing, because I've got to make sure those 10% of keywords that are driving 80% of my call conversions are kicking butt, right? I want to make sure that I don't lose that volume because it's key to my account. The other great thing this provides, it actually gives us an opportunity for the other keywords that you have lumped in to perform, because we always want to find top performers, right? We don't only want those 10% of keywords to drive the volume. We want to find 11%. We want to find 12%. And so by giving those top performers its own budget, you actually give your other keywords an opportunity to rise to the challenge. And if they don't, it'll actually help you improve, and you can pause those keywords that aren't performing. Okay, your AdWords data shows keywords with high volume of calls from landing pages on the desktop. Again, make sure to segment, and this is where you need to segment into their own campaign, because that's where you can do the desktop bid. So that's a cut and dry one. Now, you get keywords with high volume of calls from ads and landing pages on mobile. Again, same theory as before. Segment those out and make sure your mobile bid is really high at the campaign level. Also, make sure to listen to those calls, but always listen to any keywords that have a high volume of calls, just to make sure that those calls are good quality, and if it's a customer service issue, you know how to adjust your bidding accordingly. So that's a key. It could specifically be for auto, right? If there's a recall keyword that drives a lot of calls, it's possible that that is customer service. So just take that step further when you have the time.